Well, hello everybody. I assume there's an everybody. Wait for everything to come up here. So this is FORCED Showdown, and so we're part of a pre-release streaming event here on Twitch. I have to admit, not 100% sure exactly how this all works. I've been a bit busy lately, and I was actually sent my key from the fine devs here through my email. Let me go to the store page here. And so that, I'm a tiny bit confused because their original pitch told me there was a impressions embargo until the game officially released on the 29th, but then they announced this streamer pre-release thing. So I'm not 100% sure on what I'm capable of saying while streaming this. I guess I can give my current impressions. I just can't give like a review or something. I don't know. That's a little odd to me. Very odd to me. But all in all, I have to say, it's kind of a neat event that they are putting together here. In that, so the way this is supposed to work is, okay, so FORCED Showdown is by developer and publisher Beta Dwarf, who also made the... excuse me. Who also made the co-op game Forced. I mean, you look at the font of where it says Forced. It's weird because it sounds like it's a forced showdown, but really what it is forced, like the series, showdown. So I never played Forced, but it was a game I had kind of looked at and was somewhat interested in. As some of you may know, I've got my group of guys I play things with, like. Tabletop Simulator and games like, various other online games. And so co-op games are kind of right up my alley for finding decent ones that might be interesting to play. And apparently my throat is going to be all kinds of stuffed up here. So I'm going to be like clearing it in here. Let me give me 1 second. Wow. Whew. So I don't know if they're like actually related, if they've got like a continuity or a timeline or anything like that. But so what is FORCED Showdown? Well, it's one part twin stick shooter. It is one part twin stick shooter. It is a little bit of, in their own words, Binding of Isaac with Hearthstone. So you build decks, and you can see a lot like Hearthstone. There's 4 characters in the game, and you can... Oh, let me clear out my filter. You have specific cards for each character class, or each character. They're not really classes, there's 4 specific characters, and they all have their own abilities. So again, kind of like twin stick shooters, you can move around in all directions. You can fire in all directions while moving in the opposite direction or whatever direction you want. And you have a pair of other abilities that you can call upon on command, and some of these cards might affect some of those abilities. There are 2 melee characters, 2 range characters. And I haven't really found a fondness for the melee ones yet, because it seems to me a bit hard to avoid stuff when you're melee. Again, kind of thinking of Binding of Isaac is not a bad reference, I think, to make, because there will be stuff that is shooting at you and will want to kill you. And I'm not very great at these games. I've tried this with both controller and keyboard and mouse, and I found both control schemes to work fairly well. It's a little wonky to control the menus and things like that with the controller. But the game itself plays superbly with the controller. And for some characters, I think I prefer the controller, while others I prefer the keyboard and mouse. Like, there's an archer that I think I prefer the keyboard and mouse for because you charge your shots rather than rapid fire. Anyway, so I'm going to probably be playing with the Squire of Light here for most of this. Just because he is the initial character you get and the one I've had the most familiarity with. But yeah, you got cards for each individual character, and then of course you've got neutral cards. They come in the form of spells, consumables, and upgrades. So, for this event, let's see. We have a once try daily. You only have one shot at this. So we've got dailies that you can do. Let me see. Daily, equality daily. You can't choose anything in this daily. Everyone uses the same setup, even decks with the same order. So this is kind of neat. So you've got a daily, which is kind of like a rule set that you get where phones ring in the background. Never mind that. But you've got basically a set of rules that you've got to deal with. Alright, give me one moment. I'm going to let this pass. All right, no, sorry about that. So yeah, you've got kind of a campaign mode here where I finally beat the Crucible. I was having a hard time with that, but they've patched the game a few times since I started playing, and I think they helped out with that. But 3 different kind of I call them scenarios, but they're kind of really not. They basically, it's a boss at the end, and you have to go through several arenas with different rule sets. But beyond that, you've got here we have the dailies, which have rule sets that you can be applied to, and you get to, I believe, pick your deck. During one of these, the equality daily is the same rules for everybody, and apparently the same deck as well. And it looks like you're going to have they give you a character as well. And then of course we have the one try here with its own rules. You only get one shot to go at it, and that's it. So normal dailies you can kind of go through several times, it looks like. Or you have to get one shot. So the way this works, again, kind of like Hearthstone, you build a deck. I'll not only show the cards, but I'll go ahead and I'll show, like, here's my deck. I actually have a deck put together. It's not great. Again, I haven't played very much due to being a little busy. You know, just other things on my plate. But I've kind of taken some parts of the default deck and moved them around with kind of a theme going here. I've got kind of a mana-heavy theme, and where I try to get my high-level cards out earlier. So if like my hand goes the way I want it to, I will get this 7 mana card on like round 3 or 4. So a lot like Hearthstone, the way it works is you start the match out with 1 mana. Then the next round you get 2 mana, 3, all the way up to 10. So when you get into an arena, there's 10 rounds every arena, and every round gives you another mana, and you use these mana to buy cards from your hand to give you an advantage in the game. So again, a bit like Hearthstone, but also with that twin stick shooter thing. As far as I've been able to tell, there's no real money currency here. It is all based on you play, you get coins, and then you spin on the wheel here, and you have a chance of getting these common cards, which is the green, and then there's the purple cards for kind of uncommon, or I think blue are the uncommon, and purples are like the epics. They have different names for them, but costs you 100 for a spin. Now, supposedly, again, I haven't played enough to get this, but as you get duplicates, again, kind of like Hearthstone, you'll get these gems that you can use to create cards that you want. I don't think you can create a specific card, but I think you can create a specific rarity, like common, rare, supreme here. Oh, we got a rare. Health reduced to 10, 80% attack speed, 30% life steal, +2 movement, 15 seconds. Oh dear. Reducing your health to 10 on hopes of life stealing it back up. Weird. Yeah, there are kind of some odd cards kind of like that. Oh. Destroy barrels on impact. Destroy barrels explode, dealing damage. That's kind of neat. There's some interesting cards that change things up, I think. And again, I don't really know how wild and crazy some of these can get, having not played much. Let me see. Maybe I should turn it up a bit because it doesn't sound very loud on my end. Okay, I think we're okay. So let's find that one card that I apparently got that's new. Oh, there it is. Wow, my throat today. Alright, so let's go in, let's do this equality one. So it looks like we'll be playing the guy with melee. So in this, not only do you, let's see, you gotta go fast. Collecting points and gold gives you +3 movement speed. It adds enemies. Let's see, themed deck, living on the edge. A deck designed to bring you a near-death experience constantly. Oh, that could be interesting. Upgrades. Upgrade cards played give you -1 spell mana cost. +1 consumable mana cost. Interesting. And that also added enemies. So I'm going to see a lot more enemies for these arenas. Now here's hoping that my controller works well in this, because I played this on my laptop, and that's the interesting thing, is this game is fairly scalable. It works well on my computer, but I've played it on my laptop as well. They've got a mode called Ugly But Quick for graphic settings, and that's what I had to use for my laptop, otherwise it stuttered too much. But the fact that it actually played on my laptop was kind of cool. So we look at it again, very much got the Hearthstone thing going, where you got your first turn, you look, you can mulligan what you want. So what do we have? 30% damage while you have less than 30% health. Ooh, I don't want to constantly be on low health, but that is what this deck is going to be. So what is this? What is a ward? Ward triggers when conditions are met. Okay, ward. When you survive an attack with less than 30 health, heal 120. That's not bad. I might need to keep that. I guess keep the last stands because they're both 2 mana, and I don't know. I guess I'm going to keep these all. They're 2s and 3s. Kind of like Hearthstone, you got to consider your power curve. Also, I get a little companion with me, so it looks like they're giving me the little dragon guy. I've only got 2 companions. There's a total of 3. I don't know what this guy's kind of a slightly fragile ranged attacker, and the other one is a melee attacker. I've found that the companions are relatively weak. They can be helpful in clearing out some monsters, but they're relatively weak. So there are some arena mods that'll happen, and one of them was you take damage when your creature dies, and that has been terrible for me. Alright, so let's... So I'm the melee guy, and what's happening here is I can face any direction I want and attack. Now I'm using Right now I'm using my controller, but I could easily be using the keyboard and mouse for this, where the mouse would control my aim. Right now my left stick controls my movement, right stick controls my facing. And you don't just attack with the... Why is that following me? Oh, ow. You don't just attack by moving the stick, you actually have to hold, in the case of the controller... see, this is why I don't like the melee guy. You gotta get right up there on some of these things.
Arena completed.
There we go. You also have to hit the trigger button to attack. So I can control my facing, but I've got to hit the right trigger. But I've got some abilities. I'll go ahead and go over these real fast. So here at the top is my companion health. This is my health. And I've got immunity. When you complete an arena, you're immune to damage. So if there's anything lingering, it won't hurt you. So you can. What I like that this game does, and a lot of games, again, kind of fail at this, and I think this is really awesome. And I want to keep seeing this happen, is the control scheme is dynamic. You'll notice as I move the mouse, it'll show right mouse button is my leap skill, where I leap forward and I pounce my foe. It uses all frenzy I've stacked up, which is the kind of ticks you'll see above my head as I move around. I can hold up to 5 frenzy. This will leap forward and pounce. It uses the frenzy stacks and deals damage for each one I have. Extra damage, and then I have this strafe ability, which is dash forward. I avoid harm and I slice enemies in my path. It spins the frenzy, and the frenzy reduces the cooldown. So the cooldown is 5, which means if I have maximum frenzy, it's no cooldown at all. And then R is this enraged skill. Plus 50% attack speed for 4 seconds. Movement penalty when attacking is removed. Cooldown is reduced whenever I gain frenzy. So that's pretty cool. If I move the controller, we'll see that it's the left trigger, so the right trigger is basic attack, left mouse is basic attack if you're doing keyboard and mouse, and here we'll see left trigger is leap, left bumper is strafe, and right bumper is the enrage. So I don't know if I want to do the keyboard. I'm going to do a keyboard and mouse while I'm playing this guy, see how it feels. Lots of barrels to destroy, don't necessarily need to. There's really not loot in this game. Again, kind of it draws its own comparisons to Binding of Isaac, and that you've got these rooms. Rather than having doors that lead into new rooms, you just take the teleporter and you move into another arena. In this game, though, too, I've got an opponent deck, like an AI deck, that will play against me as I progress. Like in this case, we see stones with the beams. We saw that a little bit in the first arena. Slow pace, decrease movement speed, remove briefly when hitting something. Okay. So this is something they played against me. It's going to last for this arena. I'm going to have a bit slow movement speed. Comeback Kid, plus 35% chance to block when below 30% health. I kind of like that. I only have 2 mana though, so the only thing I can afford is one of these 2 last stands. So more damage when I'm below 30% health. We'll grab that. And unfortunately, kind of one of the rules I forgot about is when I upgrade a card, it gives a +1 to consumables. So a consumable is something you can see on this. There's the number 2. That means I'll have 2 of these when I buy it, and so I can use it twice. It'll heal me, and when I'm under 30% health, I will heal 40. They replenish though in the arena. Now, what I've noticed about what that means is you get charge back, but you have to still have the item. So you'll see regain used charges. This has 2 uses. If I use it once, I get 1 back at the arena. If I use it twice, which means I've completely used it, I can't get any back. So I can't just use the whole thing. Charge! Oh yeah, that was pretty nice. Movement speed. Okay, yeah, that's the problem with being the melee guy, is that you've got guys like that who blow up. I haven't quite figured out how to be melee in this game. I really haven't, because you've got all these things that can blow up in your face or have these attacks you kind of need to avoid. Whoa, 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 whoa. Again, I kind of prefer the default character that they give you, but in this arena I can't be him, so. Ow! Yeah, see, right there. Oh, and I just killed myself because I attacked an explosive barrel. Yeah. Have I mentioned I haven't really been playing long? Yeah, not a big fan of the melee characters, honestly. I'll try it again if it lets me. Okay, it will. again, have this difficult time with him because he has absolutely no ranged abilities. It can dash. I have basically 2 dashes, a short range dash and a long range dash. One with improved cooldown, one with improved damage.
Sticks and stones will break your bones.
Alright, let's get rid of one of these last stands. If I use last stand, it's going to cause that to be more expensive. Let's go ahead and get something else.
Play cards.
Okay, so the order is always the same. So I need to keep that in mind. So that's why I'm seeing it the exact same. So Frenzy, chance to crit if health is less than 50%. Draw a card. Okay, so that just gives me a flat crit chance. And when my health is low, it just gives me a card. Okay, that's nice. That's good to know. Can't do anything on round 1, obviously. So we'll go ahead and use this dash I've got. Knock him over. That seems to be part of the strategy too. Ooh, nice. Is you've got some moves that will knock things down. As for the things that explode, again, I haven't really quite figured them out. With ranged characters, they're not a problem. I can just keep my distance. Feels like I may have a slight invulnerability on that dash, so maybe that's the way to do it. I gotta remember that this thing's got reduced cooldown with every frenzy I get, so it's like 5 seconds normally, but I can pretty much make it free. Okay. So what's happening is the arena keeps putting these damn orbs down. I gotta be more careful of them. Okay, so, ow. Monster spawner, and you can see he's got a range attack where he throws his arm. I suck at melee. I suck at melee. Ow! Okay, come here. Alright, alright. We're half health, so maybe one of these cards will be good. So what is this doing? The arena is putting down trip zone or trip drone. Summons a homing drone that will apply slow on impact if the player is moving. I can counter it by adding plus 6 second cooldown if I play no upgrade cards this round. Now it's okay. They've nerfed that, which is good. It used to be it would stop you from moving completely, and I got caught by that so many times. So what have I got? Pocket shield, gain shield, replenish. 50% chance at the arena, end of an arena. Well, that's kind of nice. I can get last stand. If I get last stand, it increases the cost of the pocket shield. I think I'll get the pocket shield for now. Alright, so I'll go ahead and use one. We see I've got a shield, so what'll happen is that will go away if I get hit. Ah, no. Okay, so, I hit them and they'll blow up eventually. Oh, I was moving, and so I got slowed there. Some of the blue things you're seeing me pick up are points. That's how, in the campaign, you unlock boons, which are kind of permanent upgrades. In this, that's how you get ranking. Okay, that's not... Anything with a... Oh, that charge. Ooh, I barely survived that. Anything with a yellow lifeline is a summoned creature, and something you don't have to worry about. Like, any creature that starts in the arena has a red health bar. That's the stuff I've got to kill. The yellow stuff, not so much. Alright, so what can I get? Chance to crit, and if my health is last draw. Well, it is, so I can draw. That's good. Do I want that, or do I want the emergency spleen? When you survive an attack with less than 30, heal. I'm at 30. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's do frenzy. We're gonna risk it. Whoa, hello. Yeah, see, ranged attacks on all these enemies. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, good. I do have a shield on that dash. Okay, so that's how this guy is going to work, and I am seriously in pain, and they are shooting things at me, and I don't like it one bit. Okay. Jeez, I'm getting surrounded by these shield orbs. Come on.
Time to perish.
Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to survive another attack. What was that? A stone randomly appears every 8 to 12 seconds. Oh, no, 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 no. Can draw 2 cards and I'll have 3 mana left. That only takes 2. Let's just do it. What have I got? Arena Inn. Regenerate 50% of damage taken. That's not bad. Lightning Rod. Hit a nearby target for 1 to 70. Every 1 to 8 seconds. Oh, that's nice. And I can get that next round. I'll have 5 mana, so cool. Let's get the spleen and hope that I can... Oh, apparently I healed up the full. Ow. Alright, so now that I know a little bit more about how this guy works, I know that I can use my dash abilities to avoid damage, which is actually kind of nice. Except for when they, charge me after I've charged them. So I gotta stop attacking if I want to dodge quickly. Like if I know I need to move fast, I need to stop attacking, otherwise I have slower movement speed.
I can't leave my critters alone.
Oh dear. What is this? We have all minions gain movement speed and all damage is doubled, so that's me and them. Pay 80 health to gain 3 mana. Ooh, do I want to do that? If I do, I'll have 8. What do I buy with 8? Healing Factor and Lightning Rod. 5. I would give... That would leave me with 3. I can't pay 80 health. I've only got 50. What am I thinking? Alright. Lightning Rod. I feel like that'll help. Oh! If it isn't the... Okay. That guy, the cart, is kind of like the treasure goblin for this game, and it was not worth dying for. Explosion of loot when you kill them. Basically, points and gold. Gold, again, being kind of the permanent thing, is just how you're going to build your decks. Points, kind of the transient thing, where that's how you get your ranking. And I am getting my arse kicked. I am not good at the melee guy. I do like being able to keep my distance. It allows me to get a decent grasp on what might be heading my way. Alright, so this is always the same. So if I really want to get some of the other things... I feel like I don't want to get rid of 3. I could just get rid of... Alright, let's just try getting rid of 3 things. Let's see what we get. I don't think it gives me enough... Oh, that's interesting. I thought it's always the same order, but I haven't seen this before. What is this? Boon of the Reckless. Draw a card for every 30 health you're missing. Well, okay. It's a card I can play.
Showtime!
Alright, let's just go ahead and use my ult. Well, I call it my ult, but my other ability that gives me increased attack speed. It's on a 20... Not quite 20 second, but it's on a fairly long cooldown. Did well that time. No damage. Grey Fox wants me to kill all barrels, but some of those barrels explode. I'm not so sure about that. Alright, so I've got only 2, so I can't really do anything other than draw 2 cards. And, ooh. Yeah, it's that thing. Okay. Alright, so everything is slow unless I attack next. Gotcha. I feel for a melee character, my damage is relatively low, right? Cool. I managed that the way I wanted to.
Time to perish.
Okay, so I just dash through them and I'm fine. Gotcha. Very good.
You've lived long enough.
Oh, damn. Completely didn't even notice that was an explodey.
Arena completed.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of him.
Play cards.
Hello! Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the land of Not Sanctuary, where we kill things for sport! Alright, chance to crit. I think that's a good one.
Let's try this.
Especially since I'm kind of thinking that my damage feels low. Like with the range character, I felt like there was a decent set of damage on him. And it was damage that kind of ramped. Okay, so I'm going to activate my attack buff. And then charge in. There we go. That worked. Uh-oh. All out. No, 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 ow. Curses. Alright. So yes, Arnold, welcome to FORCED Showdown. Yes, welcome everybody to FORCED Showdown, where the enemy plays cards against me that make me cringe. Oh well, movement speed actually not bad. With 4 mana. Oh, that's right. Those go down. The spells go down in cost when I buy them. Okay. Chance to block when below health. That is honestly probably what I need. Block negates damage and a 30% chance to block. Yeah, let's get it. Alright, go. Grab that. Okay, we're gonna have these guys charging at me here in a moment. Oh, he's charging my companion. Leave my companion alone! Oh, God, I thought I had that. Nope. I'm off on the timing. I'm off on the timing. Oh yay, health dropping in the arena. But it's not gonna help me if I keep standing in the way of bulls. Ugh, why? I was doing alright for a change. Alright.
Our audience has spoken. This marks the end of this contestant's run. We hope to see you back soon.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm miserable, but I'm getting better. Hold on. What do we got? What's the regular daily? I may be able to show off the other character. +1 mana during each card phase and take 10 damage per mana not spent. And start with Chaotic Illumination. Let's go for it. So here I can actually pick my character, and you can actually see the 4 characters. So Squire of Light is the character you start with, and one I know the best. He's got kind of a ranged beam attack that improves with damage and range over time until ultimately he fires a giant beam, but the more he charges it, the slower he moves. We've got Volko, the other melee character, who is less about speed and more about big heavy hits, which makes him even harder for me to use because you've got to basically time your swings while moving in and out of threat zones. Stormbringer is the other ranged attacker. He's got a bow and arrow who's got a relatively short attack range unless you charge it, so you can kind of draw the bow and then you get a long range attack. And then the other character we've got is Ravager. He's the one I've been playing as so far in that other arena. You've got 2 companions. You have Xiao Long and you have Brutus. Brutus is tough and he gets a melee attack with lifesteal. And we've got the Xiao Long is fragile, but he's powerful. He has a single target projectile, does high knockback, and if he's damaged, he'll fly away. So, thing is I generally find all the companions to be fairly fragile. I mean, the cool thing is, and I haven't talked about this, and this one system I like so far, is this quest system, where you can unlock things, and you unlock, you know, they call themselves kind of like a Hearthstone Binding of Isaac game, and it kind of makes sense because you unlock things as you go that will make your character stronger and make things easier for you. Not just the cards, but here we can see that for this first reward I unlocked Volko, and I got for all my characters plus 10 health and a crit chance. All I needed to do was finish my first campaign, whether I win or lose, so they gave it to me right away. Here I unlocked one of the other companion, got some health and gold. Here, some health and gold. This one gave me some block chance, so I now have an innate 5% block chance. So you can kind of see we get these things, and what I need to do is kind of, now that I've beaten the Crucible, I can go to the front line and start looking at things to unlock. Like here I can get some more health with some gold. All I need to do is win a battle without playing any spells. Actually, that shouldn't be too bad. When they say spells, they mean spell cards. What is this? Base companion health, so that would be nice. Unfortunately, one of them is hidden. The other one would be win a battle without using your basic attack. That'd be tough. That one's just gold. This one gives me some additional boons. And that's a new campaign, but I'm sure I have to beat the existing one. Alright, so I'll show off a little bit of the Square of Light since I'm used to him. I'm ranged, so I think I'll pick Brutus and get the deck I didn't care to name. So there's been a few different bosses I've had to fight, about 4 or 5 of them. They're all kind of a little neat, eccentric. One is a Rambo knockoff, which is kind of funny. Why, hello to Sporkman as well. Hello to everybody. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of my Duobot and Fairy Bottle. I will... Actually, I'm going to get rid of everything but Piercing Light.
Play cards.
Okay, first round, and as they said, I am getting extra mana. I will take damage if I fail to spend any of it, but good thing I had 2s. I will play my Piercing Light upgrade, which allows my Beam of Light to pierce enemies. Normally it stops at the first enemy it hits, and I'll kind of show it off. Here's the beam. You notice how as it gets bigger, I slow down a lot more, and then finally it culminates in a big blast. Thankfully, the big blast knocks everything down. One of my moves is that shield that you just saw me use, which pretty much gives me invulnerability. And then another move I have is this big old AoE. Alright, they're doing the trip drone again. I need to spend 3, so that's good. I've got Paranoia, which gives me a shield every arena. If it's got an add-on where if I play that shield card again, I will get another shield 10 seconds after the first when I lose it. So I'll go ahead and show my big AoE there. This guy especially, like I mentioned with the melee guy, I kind of have to stop attacking to be able to dodge. This guy, it's even doubly so because he moves so much slower as he attacks. Okay, so 4. If I don't want to take damage, I need to just play 4, but I kind of want to do overcharge gains additional damage. That's my big AoE. I really don't want to use my minor heal, because that's just free 100 health. So I'll take the damage, I'll get fusion power. It's only 10 damage, not a big deal. Some of these enemies are really neat, like this tank that has 2 rockets tethered to it. And again, I haven't played very far, so I don't know how much more variety there is, but there's definitely some interesting creatures in this. Oh, where's the door? Where's the door? There it is.
Arena completed.
Ghost Turret. Ability to spawn a turret. I can counter it for 3 seconds for each card I play. So every card I play, it'll have a additional 3-second cooldown. Well, I'm at the 5 mana tier. I pretty much just want to play the Blatant plus health. I mean, there's really no reason not to. I don't need the healing, so I'm only going to give it a 3-second delay. And that's on top of the other thing it's doing, which is does damage an area around itself. The range grows over time. Okay. Well, alright, let's just go ahead and get the plus 80 health. So what is neat is that like you can get cards that will just completely change or upgrade some of these abilities. Like this deck specifically has in it the ability to not only increase the damage of Overawe, which is the big AoE, by 50%, but I can duplicate it. So when I hit it, it fires it once, then twice. If I play that again, it fires it 3 times in a row. So you get 3 times that plus 50% additional damage on it. Is pretty much what I was going for. Got a few healing spells, obviously. I'm just no need to use them, but I guess I will. Spell Muncher, heal every time I play a spell card. We'll go ahead and grab that. I'll go ahead and put Duobot, which is my one consumable. What else do I have? I have Chaotic Illumination. So kill all non-boss enemies below 50% health. Recover, all non-boss enemies are killed. Okay. Duobot gives me combat drones. They rapidly fire, and they increase my damage by 2% for each enemy killed while I've got them. Alright. Wow, took a little bit of damage there. So you can kind of see that over my head will be icons that will show when a spell that I've cast is back off cooldown, which I like. I don't have to look at the lower left-hand corner. I can just kind of look over my head to see, hey, a spell's ready and available. Oh, hello. Okay, so that thing fires rebounding projectiles. Not cool for me. It's just, yeah. Whoa, 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 ow. Yep, not fast enough. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. So up here in the upper left is how many arenas I've completed, and you can see the boss is at arena number 10. Actually, that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it goes up to 8. Oh great, attack speed. I just added this to the deck. It'll be interesting to try it out, and I'll go ahead and play my heal. So what I'm thinking is faster attack speed, and I haven't tested it on this guy, is that the faster attack speed, the faster I should be able to get to the next stage of my beam, which will do more damage, and then, of course, pierce. It doesn't hurt that my character kind of naturally has a high attack speed because he does damage over time when he hits. There is a lot of creatures here, and I am getting quickly overwhelmed here. Oh no. Ow. I'm gonna die. Back off. Good thing I got another healing spell if I make it through this. Ooh, that was a lot of little guys. That kind of sucked for me. Spawn world minion. Ability to spawn a random minion on the current world. Interesting. So there's overcharge, which I talked about. Fire an additional one. So we'll go ahead and grab that and grab the heal. Keep myself up here, I think, for now. Oh no, it's spawning those things. Not cool. Boom. And again, boom. There we go. Double hit, double hit. Whoops. Okay, I've got overcharge back. We'll let it fire once, let it fire again. Wow, this is getting intense. Like I said, I've played a bit over time and didn't quite realize just how intense this was going to get. Okay, overcharge time. Come on, get in there. There we go. Ooh, that's tough. Boss time. Awesome. Get in my belly. Gain an additional exploding shrine skill. Ooh, you suck. What else do you get? Healing spores, exploding shrines heal their allies. Ew. And my last card is mana boost. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. I am about to take 90 damage. And if I use that card, it'll be 100, so I ain't using it, that's for sure. Wow, seriously, I would get the... Oh, ow. Oh, I didn't expect that to come back. Okay. Oh no, I'm taking damage from the rebound. Oh man, yeah, I got boned by the damage I took at the very beginning.
The audience has had enough. Let us show this contender the door. Better luck next time.
Not terrible, I suppose.